I'm Mark Pooley, first-time competitor in the UKBCs, and happy to be here.
Whereabouts are you working at the moment?
At the moment, I'm not working. I'm kind of not working in a cafe, but I'm training people at Roasted in Brighton.
And how long have you been working in the coffee industry?
About 14 years now, with probably about 1 year off in the middle.
It's a long time.
Yeah, I got addicted to the idea of making coffee, and then got stuck into it, stayed, and watched it progress.
Have you worked in any other countries?
Yes, I've done New Zealand, France, Australia, and now England.
Nice. What's the best thing about the coffee scene in the city you work in?
In the city I work in Brighton, it is, oh god, there's so many nice cafes, it's really hard. The high standard of coffee, every cafe from Taylor Street onwards has pushed their standard of coffee up in the last 2-3 years, which has been really, really nice. At one stage you could only get a handful of places to go to. Now everybody's starting to learn the right techniques, obviously starting to get to know their bean and their milk properly, and it just makes it a lot easier to get a nice cup.
Excellent. Who do you most admire in the coffee industry?
Oh, good question. In all modesty, probably John Gordon. He's a champ. He's consistently really, really good. And I've done I've done 8 courses with him so far, and I saw him compete in the heats last year, and he is just a very inspirational person to see work. He's so meticulous, so well done. It's just, thinking about it.
Excellent. Okay, so why do you think the UK coffee culture is growing so quickly?
I think a lot of the mistakes were made in places like New Zealand and Australia, where the culture is about 5 years old, or maybe a bit older than that. And so people like Andrew Tolley, who came over here knowing what needed to be done, came over here with a strict, let's say, setup of how to do the coffee and what standard they wanted to bring it to. So with that, when it came to training people, you didn't have to train people on an average kind of quality. You could train them straight to the best quality you could, and they would then take that on to other cafes.
What impact would making it to the finals have on your career?
I'm not sure, in all modesty. My mother-in-law would be stoked.
Okay.
That's about it. Stop her from hassling me trying to get a job.
Yeah. Is this your first time?
Yes, this is the first time competing.
What would you change about the competition if you were going to change?
If I was going to change anything about the competition, I would like to be allowed to use some liqueurs. Just not a lot of alcohol, maybe a certain percentage of alcohol, so we can bring in a slightly different dimension to, like, what I like to call cocktails, coffee cocktails, and just it brings a completely different dimension. Obviously, it takes it away from the normal coffee drinker to a more bar-style cocktail drinking, but it still involves coffee. So it's what I'd like to see in the future. Is even if there's like a Sunday day where they go, yes, use alcohol now.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. If you could change one rule, what would that rule be? One rule.
I wouldn't change anything. This is my first year, so I haven't actually seen any rules I'm not right with. So
okay, cool.
It's all good.
And let's see, how was your experience being the competition?
Awesome. I loved it. We had a lot of support from the judges, a lot of support from other baristas. Guys I met just yesterday were offering me words of wisdom and very, very much helpful. So
cool.
It's a lovely little fraternity / community. It's beautiful.
So what motivated you to enter?
After doing this for 14, 13 years, I wanted to know if I was any good. If I was even at the standard which I thought I was, and my ego was going, yeah, you're good. But then I need to find out what other people think.
Cool.
And then I can finally kind of mix it together and see how good or bad I am.
Yeah. Oh, very exciting. Well, thanks very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.